Hello everyone and welcome to another Top 5 Records video. Today we get the release of a very interesting new album. Kim Deal releases her album Nobody Loves You. Now, this is her first solo album, and why is this interesting? That's really got to do with Kim Deal as a musician. I think she's one of the most important musicians from the 90s. Let's stick to the 90s. You could also say late 80s. Kim Deal started off as one of the bass player and backing vocalist, though it sometimes is not backing. There's an element of lead there. It's her part in the Pixies is very complicated. She's not just the bass player, even if you could say something like that, because bass is one of the big underestimated instruments. Now, in a certain way, she added an identity to those songs that is just stunning and unique. There's a something solid to the bass. There's also a certain groove there, and there's also a certain laid back element, and these are very creative bass lines. So there's a lot of identities of the Pixies in the bass playing by Kim Deal. Also her voice. First thing that comes to mind is the ooh of Where Goes My Mind. Um, she's a lot of those very brilliant melodies, uh, intros, her voice doing little things. She is one of the most remarkable musicians in a band that is not a frontman. Now, in 1993, when the Pixies split, there were a lot of questions and matters with ego with regards to Kim Deal getting more attention also in media, and Black Francis not having any of it. There were also drug related issues in the band. They broke up, and the first thing she did was release an album with her band, The Breeders. And The Breeders is the band of herself and her sister. Her sister, who was actually offered a gig to be a part of the Pixies, but she didn't really like the sound of the Pixies. As a matter of fact, she said, I want to play the songs written by Kim. So, and this is another thing that comes around the corner. She is a stunningly good songwriter, not just vocalist, not just bass player. She's a stunningly good songwriter as well. So the Breeders, Last Splash, one of the big, brilliant albums from the 90s. I love it. It is actually in my top 5 video from 1993. What can we expect more from her? Because this record, Nobody Loves You More, is her first solo album. And honestly, my expectations were, I'll be frank, they were low. She's 63 years old. First time she does a solo album. Is it necessity? Is it interest? And listening to it, I can absolutely say she has found something in which she again excels. This is a gorgeous, beautifully smooth and fragile at the same time album. I think when it starts, the title track, Nobody Loves You More, there is a certain ease, a certain chill that you do recognize in Pixie songs, but I have the idea that this surf influence, and there's a strong surf influence, it goes even way back to something like the Shadows, but it's a lot more Californian. I'm not even sure if she's from California, but there's a lot more this Californian attitude there. And it's not surfing like up tempo, upbeat, everybody's got a surfing. No, she has this laid back, laying on the beach kind of surf vibe in it. Second song, Coast, really briefs that. Um, at the song Are You Mine, I kind of got the feeling, that's the fourth track on this album, that she, a little bit more variations, might have done the record well, but I might be nitpicking here because the record is not that long. It's 35 minutes long. There are so many nice songs there. Wish I Was. Also, track number 10, Come Running. I really enjoyed. There's this punky attitude to the drums here. In a sense that she drums herself on this record. I'm going to go into the credits into a bit because the credits are just astonishing. And there is this element of losing track of it, just dropping the drums out of nowhere and restarting them again, which to me is this gorgeous attitude of playfulness. It translates so well in a record that, though sometimes there's a certain tightness to the sound, laid back something, but it's 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 tight, yet there's this element of goofiness. Really, really bizarre how that works. And that punk attitude of just dropping rhythm and then restarting it again, it works so brilliant. This record is absolute um, a chill vibe without an attitude. Yes, a chill vibe without an attitude. A lot of these punky influences can come from a place of ego or sexuality, but this record doesn't really show ego. It doesn't show sexuality. As a matter of fact, I just read on her Wikipedia that she describes herself as very asexual. The thing is, it translates into the music. There is not a sexual tension. There seems to be almost no tension whatsoever in these songs, and that is really attractive because it all backs together so well. Now, let me go into the credits of this record because it is really incredible what she's doing here. There is there are backing vocals by Kelly Deal, her sister, on track 11, A Good Time Pushed, which is also a pretty good song. And she does bass pedals on the song Crystal Breath, Kelly Deal. Further, bass guitar, obviously Kim Deal. And you notice that the way she plays around, it really gets you through the record. There's this gorgeous laid back tightness to it. I love it. Drums, Kim Deal. And guitar, Kim Deal. Keyboards, Kim Deal. Lyrics, Kim Deal. Music by Kim Deal. Then there's also a ukulele by Kim Deal and vocals, Kim Deal. So the idea of a solo album is pretty much what's going on there. This is not just an excuse for another Breeders or Pixies album. No, this is Kim Deal all the way, and she made a very nice, smooth, enjoyable album. So I'm pretty curious. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave a comment below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.